Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about some NFL news. So I'm here with JPA football. So first thing we'll talk about is Deion Sanders. Some rumors he would, in quote, almost certainly take the Cowboys head coaching job if he was offered, per Word Ed NFL. People around him are encouraging him to pursue it, and Jerry Jones is enamored with the idea of hiring Deion Sanders. Played for the Dallas Cowboys before. I don't know, would Jerry Jones be all in on this? I'm not buying it yet. I'm not gonna buy into it. I mean, I don't know who else they can hire besides Deion Sanders. Like, I have no clue. I mean, I wouldn't encourage any coach to take the job with Jerry Jones as the general manager, but whatever. So, Colin Cowherd talked about the Steelers. He had a trade idea. Oh, God. I would trade TJ Watt, George Pickens, 2 first-rounders, and go get Shedeur Sanders if you think he's a starting quarterback. Is the man retarded? Come on, man. Talking about trading TJ Watt. Basically get 2 first-round picks to get fucking Shedeur Sanders. Might be the dumbest thing he's ever said. He said a lot of dumb shit. So, Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson wanted former Commanders QB Sam Howell to be the team's quarterback if he was to join as head coach last year. Per at Blake Lewis Jr. on at Rio_Robinson91's podcast. Commanders GM Adam Peters told Johnson that he was drafting a quarterback and then made the decision to turn the plane around and cancel the interview. If this is true, it's safe to say that Adam Peters made the right decision. I mean, I think it worked out better for both teams. I don't think Sam Howell. Sam Howell's not good. Scrolling down through here. So, Brett Favre thinks that Aaron Rodgers still has a lot left in the tank as he continue playing football via TMZ Sports. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna retire. I don't think he will. I just don't think he's that good. Will he sign with another team? I don't know. Will he stay with the Jets? Will he sign with another team? I don't know. Maybe he could play another year or two. But I don't know. So some NFL draft news more with Quinn Ewers. The Texas quarterback turned down an $8 billion NIL offer to transfer. Instead, he decided to declare for the 2025 NFL draft. What an idiot. He's an idiot. His first contract in the NFL won't even be worth $8 million. Motherfucker turns down an $8 million NIL just to declare for the 2025 draft to be a third string quarterback at best on an NFL team. He should have secured the bag, trying to improve his draft stock. Instead, declared for the draft to be like a 3rd or 4th round pick. At best, even then, I don't think he's 3rd or 4th round talent. Idiot. So Aaron Glenn says you're getting a head coach and not just a defensive mind if you hire. I'm a coach. I just happen to be on defense. I understand the offense just as well as a number of people. If you want to hire me, you're going to hire a coach. You're not going to hire a defensive coach. I'm going to talk to the offense just as much as I'm going to talk to the defense. I mean, hopefully he's the real deal. Because he seems like a good guy. I mean, maybe whenever the Lions get eliminated or if they go on to win the Super Bowl, yeah, my Cowboys should give Aaron Glenn a call and get an interview, APP, as soon as possible. Out of the 2 coordinators for Lions, I think Aaron Glenn will be the better coach than Ben Johnson. To me. But I think he does understand the offense, obviously. But yeah, that's what Aaron Glenn said. Harrison Smith says he'll take some time to chill out before making a decision on his future, whether he could retire. I mean, he's been one of the best safeties in the NFL for a long time. If he does retire, he had a good career. I mean, if it was me, I would retire. Because I don't think the Vikings are going to have that good of a season, a 14-4 record. Well, it was 14-3 before they lost that wild card game. So the Ravens are claiming Deontay Johnson off waivers. Interesting. I don't know what the hell is happening. So some NFL draft news. So the Giants apparently had a day 2 grade on Shedeur Sanders' Colorado quarterback feed declared last year. They were targeting him in round 2 or 3. Now he may not even be available at number 3 overall. I mean, maybe he's still a day 2 draft grade. I mean, some people may have him as a first round talent. Some people might be high on him. I'm not that high on Shedeur Sanders, to be honest. But I feel like the Giants will just fucking panic and take him. So here's something to watch. Commanders star linebacker Bobby Wagner has missed his 2nd consecutive practice with an ankle injury. So, something to watch there. Be a shame if he missed this game because he's been pretty good for him this year. So rumors, Aaron Glenn's preferred coach choice is to join the #Jets, per Brian Collins. It would be another former player joining the team as a head coach. He used to play for the Jets. It would make sense. The Jets are just a bad situation, man. I wouldn't go there. So the Bears are conducting an in-person interview, or they conducted it yesterday with Mike McCarthy, per Courtney R. Cronin. The Chicago flew McCarthy in a private plane, which is something they typically don't do. So it kind of sounds like McCarthy's going there. I mean, it makes sense. Instead of hiring, say, a rookie head coach or a guy's in his first year as a head coach. So, probably the best hire, I guess, they could have right now. But they've interviewed so many people. I forgot who they've even interviewed at this point. So yesterday there was a lot of momentum with a rumor that said there's a lot of momentum building between Ben Johnson and the #Raiders per Vinny Bonsinger. I mean, maybe he would get to pick his quarterback. I don't think it'd be the best choice, but hey, I don't think it'd be the best choice to go on the Raiders. But hey, if you want to, sure. So per report, my Cowboys, they plan to interview former Jets head coach Robert Saleh for our vacancy at head coach per Rap Sheet. Felt he was a really good defensive mind for the Jets. If you actually watch, the defense was really good when he was coaching. When they fired him, defense went to shit. I don't know if this would be a great pickup. I don't know what would be a good pickup at head coach at this point, man. I mean, I would like him as a defensive coordinator. I mean, I don't think he's a good head coach, but I'd like him as a defensive coordinator. But we're gonna interview him for the head coaching job. So, that's all we're going to talk about for JPA football, so let's move on here. So now we've got some news from Rappaport. So, some injury updates with the Lions. To start off here, the Lions running back David Montgomery and cornerback Terrion Arnold are off the injury report. So, Sonic and Knuckles are back. If you don't get that, Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. Basically, Sonic and Knuckles. Terrion Arnold's off the injury report, which is big for Detroit. They're as healthy as they can be for really the rest of these playoffs. So while Kevin Zeller, the hamstring though, is out, one of their offensive linemen. Commanders linebacker Bobby Wagner and kicker Zane Gonzalez are off the injury report. So Bobby Wagner, after missing, I think 2 practices, it said, he's off the injury report and is good to go. So he missed the last 2 practices with ankle injury, but he's going to be back. The Seahawks are doing a second in-person interview with Saints offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak on Friday. Sources tell Ian Rappaport and Mike Garofalo. Kubiak, who also interviewed for the Browns job, is also one of the top offensive coordinators available. He was very good the first 3 games of the season. I mean, he'll probably do better with more offensive weapons. I feel like he'd do really good with Seattle because they got talent on offense. They have way too much talent to not make the playoffs on the offensive side of football. And Garofalo said it's feeling like Clint Kubiak is in the driver's seat for the Seahawks offensive coordinator job. So Seahawks assistant head coach Leslie Frazier is scheduled to interview for the Cowboys head coaching job on Monday per source. Who? Who the hell? Who is this guy? Why are we giving him a chance? This interview will take place in Dallas and in person. Yes, to get who? I don't know this guy. Oh my, I don't even know who this guy is. Zero shot he becomes our head coach. The Cowboys have officially requested to interview Eagles offensive coordinator Kellen Moore for their head coaching job. Per Ian Rappaport, Mike Garofalo, one of the top candidates. I kind of figured they would interview Kellen Moore. I don't know. Don't know if I want Kellen Moore to be our head coach. I don't want Kellen Moore as head coach, man. Just my opinion, man. We would still be a 7-win team at best. He's terrible. He would probably be a terrible head coach. So a big few days looming for Vikings defensive coordinator Brian Flores, one of the top candidates. He has 3 head coach interviews set up. Jets on Friday, Jaguars on Friday, and Bears on Saturday. So 3 right there. So among the notable interviews that are taking place today for some of these candidates, Robert Saleh talks to the Raiders for their head coaching job. Vance Joseph interviews with the Raiders for head coach. Todd Monken talks with the Jaguars about their head coaching job, and Bobby Slowick will interview with the Jets for head coach. Some of the notable interviews, and also Arthur Smith will talk to the Jets today. Oh boy. The Titans played an in-person interview on Wednesday with Chicago Bears assistant GM Ian Cunningham. So Giants offensive coordinator Mike Kafka and Brand special teams coordinator Bubba Ventrone have been selected as head coaches for the Senior Bowl. Mike Kafka. Oh yeah, sure. Chargers assistant GM Chad Alexander was requested to interview for the Raiders' vacant GM job. Source said the first big hire of GM Joe Horitz. Alexander is a rising member of the LA front office and was a participant in the NFL's accelerated program in Dallas. The Giants have fired defensive passing game coordinator DB coach Jerome Henderson. He's been with the team since Joe Judge's first season in 2020. The only Raven that did not participate in practice yesterday, he did not practice, and Rappaport said that he had an outside chance to play this week and no practice Wednesday. Does not appear to be a good sign, so it looks like no Zay Flowers. So the Bears, they completed an interview with head coach candidate Arthur Smith. The Bears completed their interview yesterday with Arthur Smith. Today, the Jets get an interview. Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson on his various head coach interviews. It went great, and that's the end of it. Aaron Glenn said, and his head coaching prospects, he's maybe more prepared to be head coach than maybe anybody I've ever met. I think, like I said, I think Aaron Glenn will be the better coach out of the two. Vance Joseph has completed an interview with the New York Jets for their head coaching position. So everything else here, that's all. I'm almost nearly 15 minutes in, so I'm not going to get anything from Shefty here. But yeah, that's all to say here. Peace.